So the first place we're going to see in the park is Mucross Abbey. It's typical abbey, but it contains one special feature that you can only find in this abbey in the whole of Ireland. So you will have to wait and see to find out what it is. Hi guys!
Hello!
I hope you're all well. So today, for a change, we are in Ireland, in Killarney National Park, and that was the first national park in Ireland. So the first place we're going to see in the park is Mucross Abbey, and I actually wanted to see this place for a really long time. So in one direction we can visit Mucross house, but we decided to head to the abbey first. So the Mucross Abbey is one of the oldest ones in Ireland, built in the 15th century, and it has quite an interesting history. We are so lucky with the weather today.
The weather like that is every single day.
It's not, it usually rains here most of the
Not at
time.
all.
All the time, a little break here and then, every few weeks you might get a nice dry day. So we are really lucky today.
That's the lie.
That's no lie. That's no lie.
Let's say to lies to our subscribers.
Definitely not. Ireland is called a green island for a reason, and there'll be no greenery without the rain, unfortunately. So the weather is usually mild. It's never too cold here, but it does rain, and it rains a lot. But that means that you do get this lovely green scenery. And it wasn't long before we saw the first glimpse of the abbey. The walk to the abbey doesn't take too long. It's a lovely road through the woods that is close to the car traffic, so you can truly enjoy the nature. So welcome guys to Mucross Abbey. So we're just about to go in, and I'm sure the abbey will guarantee a fabulous view inside. San Andrea. There are way more graves here than I anticipated, to be honest. I know that a lot of Irish writers are buried in here. I was blown away by the entrance to the abbey, and even though this is a typical Franciscan architecture, there was something magical about the place. It's absolutely stunning. Oh wow. Okay, come on, let's see it. Just getting the other camera ready before we enter. It's definitely not what I was expecting.
Jesus.
It's beautiful. It's much better preserved than what I anticipated, and much better preserved than most of abbeys in Ireland. So obviously somebody is buried in here. So this tomb is actually very old. It says here on the memory plank it is a wife of Christopher Galway, and the grave is dated 1820. She died of age 57, so very young, but that would be, I suppose, normal in the 19th century. Lifespan of people was much, much shorter than what it is today. So I think we shall keep going. Smile magic. Magic is too busy with his phone to have a look around.
Technologies always work.
Technology is usually disappointing, even with the cameras and equipment that we have. It is impossible. Sometimes things just don't work for us. So let me just side room here. The arches are typical of Irish architecture and the abbeys from that period of time. Absolutely stunning here. So much history. So much history in one place. Some of the tunnels are very small. Way to bend down. Oh my god. Put your head. And there it was, what we were waiting for all this time to see. It just appeared right in front of us, coming out of the tunnel. It was a sight I will never forget. The yew tree, that is believed to be one of the oldest of its species to be found anywhere in Ireland, stands right in the center of the Mucross Abbey. Some believe it to be up to 400 years old. There is a deal of folklore and superstition surrounding the tree, including a tradition that it was removed from Inishfollen as a sapling and planted in the heart of the abbey. And there is a legend that a miraculous image of the Virgin Mary is buried underneath, and that anyone who damaged the tree would die within a year. Also, Heritage Trees of Ireland book notes a tradition that the tree was planted over the grave of a monk who had been absent for 100 years and returned there to die. We then continued on our way to see the rest of the abbey. So we are going upstairs. There's also upstairs the abbey, so I didn't expect that. Let's be upstairs. That must have been a fireplace. It is actually amazing to see that it has preserved so well. You know, there were different times, and you can see the chimney as well. I wasn't actually really expecting the abbey to be so well preserved, and there was some restoration. You can tell in a few places done up. This is the reason why probably the abbey is still standing so strong. There is no roof, so if it's a rainy day, it's probably not a good day to visit. So we were really lucky with the weather to come and see it today. Stairs. It is much bigger than I thought. There's multiple staircases here. It's actually very easy to lose a track of where you have been and where you haven't, because they all kind of look similar. Obviously there is no signs here, so I'm not really even sure which side did we come down. Did we come from here?
Go down and whatever you want to go upstairs over there.
Okay, so let's go.
No, let's go back that way.
This way?
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll go back downstairs.
No, the right now.
There is another floor that we're trying to get into, but
Upstairs again.
stairs again, so there is a second floor.
Yeah, there we go. There's another stairs. Go up the tower now.
Up the tower. It's very steep. The parts are locked in here so people wouldn't be trying to get in. Oh my god, the echo. You coming? I'll take a stand behind. Yeah, so I think that's the very top. And that is the only place I think that has a roof. But you can tell there was quite a lot of reconstructions done in the abbey. And even though it's warm outside, it is actually very cold here. But they just put in some window here, glass. Knock knock. Quite a lot of restoration done. That was beautiful, but I think it's half rotten. Came out of the hinges. There's obviously a problem with the water and dampness, whereas Ireland so great most of the time. I think that's probably why they put up the roof, because the place was probably flooding. There's another small room from where you can see a beautiful tree again. So peaceful in here. So I think we managed to see the most of it. But the place is stunning and it really is worth a visit. So if you are in Killarney or anywhere near the south, anywhere in the southwest of Ireland, I would recommend coming down here for a day. It's only a short walk from the car park really. There are a lot of graves here and they're actually dating back to 17th, 18th and 19th century. So a lot of history in one place. Although it's really scary, to think, because a lot of the graves, if you look at this one is unusual, died 91, but that's in 1990. But the graves that you look at that are dating back to 17 or 1800, people have died here at around 49, 56 years of age. So they only lived very, very short. The lives were so short, if you think of it. Now we are nearly a double of that, so it's amazing to see, how far we have come. Graves are really unusual. Old homes like this one. There are also some newer graves here as well, but it's really the old ones that have that charm in them. Very difficult to read, a lot of them. So I hope, guys, that you have enjoyed this trip to Mucross Abbey and beautiful Ireland, and there'll be more episodes coming soon about other places in the National Park in Killarney.